and welcome. You're watching Head to Head. I'm Antonina Antosha with UATV. There are thousands of non-governmental organizations working in Ukraine. They undertake many other projects that the government is unwilling or unable to do. The Kyiv Multinational Rotary Club is one such organization. The club is composed of local Ukrainians and nationals from around the world who live and work in Kyiv. Working together, they try to fulfill their mission to, quote, take action on sustainable projects and make positive changes. Today, to speak with us about this organization is Jesper Lindholt, the president of the Kyiv Multinational Rotary Club. Hello, and thank you for coming.
Thank you, Tanya.
So what is the Rotary Club and what is the history behind it?
The Kyiv Multinational Rotary Club was founded a little more than 10 years ago here in Kyiv with members from the foreign community and with Ukrainians. We are one of about 30,000 clubs internationally that all work for better communities and for helping the poor people in their local societies and across the world.
What do you mean by helping people in local societies? Do you have any special projects?
Well, here in Ukraine, from the beginning, we were working with newborn children, and the first 5 years or so, we put incubators in rural hospitals at the Rayonni level and put about 7 or 8 across Ukraine.
That's impressive. I also know that you were involved in a project driving ambulances here in Ukraine. Could you dwell on that a little bit more?
Yes, that's more a personal thing. And after Maidan happened, Maidan moved me very much. I've lived here for 11 years, and I participated in Maidan. What happened in Maidan afterwards, it made a huge impression on me, and I decided I would myself do something to help. And I had a friend who was working with a volunteer group called Aerorosvitka, which were flying drones over the front line. And so I bought a cheap old 4-wheel drive in Germany for them, and donated to them. And then we found out that there was actually a great need for this. And with a local organization called Initiative E+, we have been moving cars from Denmark, buying cars, 4-wheel drive cars in Denmark. We buy them and drive them to Kyiv mostly, and then they're delivered to the front, where they serve as ambulances in the red, what's called the red zone, where normal cars cannot go. And so working with the army.
That is so great. I know about some other projects you were involved to, or your organization was involved to. It has something to do with the computers?
Yes, yes. Within the scope of Rotary, we have purchased from a German NATO army base, we purchased almost 600 computers.
Wow.
And moved them. It was 2 full truckloads, 11 tons of computer equipment that we moved to Kyiv. And then volunteers here in Kyiv have been formatting, putting hard disks in and preparing them. And we've moved them to almost 60 schools along the contact line. So schools that have been, they seem almost forgotten by everybody. Many children have left, very, very poor situation, and all the really resource-strong people have left, so the poor children, poor families are left. So we put computers in those schools and help some of the schools get internet access.
So do you mainly concentrate on helping children, or is it a widespread initiative?
Well, this has been focused on the children in schools, but
what else does the organization do?
For the computer project, some of 10 computers have been put in a center in Kramatorsk that work with creating economic possibilities for local inhabitants, because the area around the contact zone has always been poor, and there's a lack of economic opportunity. So we're supporting that also in that group.
Perhaps you could share a story with us of one person whose life changed drastically after the Rotary organization got involved.
I think the most drastic has been children with muscular disease. Where we last year did a program for 10 children that got operated, and that made these 10 children here in Kyiv able to walk and able to move around, and we paid for training programs. So those lives, those 10 children's lives, has been fundamentally changed. They have new lives because of a few individuals, really.
That is wonderful. What, in your opinion, what other spheres should be paid more attention to improve the life of people? I mean, except for schools or hospitals, what else, in your opinion?
Well, in general, I focus on children. And this country has been turned upside down by external events. And
unfortunately.
Unfortunately, yes. And the people who suffer the most are the children. So if there's something we should do, it's to get them out of harm's way. We should help them see that there's another world outside, a world of opportunity, and then create opportunities for them. That not necessarily means leaving Ukraine, leaving Donbass, leaving Ukraine, but that we create opportunity where children are, for them to get good lives.
What does a person need to do to become a member of the Rotary Club?
Of Rotary? Yeah. Well, you should have an open mind. You should have a mindset of wanting to help, of being fair to the world around you. And then you should come to our meetings and see what we do and get a feel for what we do. And it's not difficult. Where do
you announce your meetings? Online?
On Facebook.
On Facebook.
Yes. So we're the English-speaking club in Kyiv. Rotary Multinational. Find us on Facebook. There's another club in Lviv that is English-speaking called Lviv International. And there are about 50 clubs around Ukraine for Ukrainian speakers.
So the first thing one needs to do is just to look for an announcement of the upcoming meeting and attend it.
And then come attend, yes.
Okay.
If for some that are younger than say 30, there's another a sister organization of us called Rotaract that are also across Ukraine.
That is interesting. Outside of Rotary Club, in your opinion, what one should do to make life better in his small community?
Take responsibility where possible. Show others that things can be done, that things are not that difficult, that even big things can be done if you take them one step at a time, and everybody can do tremendous things.
Thank you so much for such an emotional and powerful conversation. That was Jesper Lindholt. He is the president of the Kyiv Multinational Rotary Club. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye.